Hey K-1 friends, working on with our writing process. We're going to do another story map. In your writing process packet, there are, still practicing your letters are there, but in there behind that are 2 story maps that you can do on any book. If you're reading one that you can read, one that a parent reads to you, and you can fill out the information and you can share it on Bloom so everyone can see the book. Because, well, the great thing is if you think it's a great book and you hit excellent or okay, maybe another friend might want to read it. Kind of like this book we read yesterday, Surf's Up. When he was reading a book and he got excited about it, his friend got excited about it.
Oh, that's true.
So share your story mapping when you finish it. You have the 10 days to work on these. So do them as you find a great book that you think, oh my gosh, I have to have my friends read this, and do a story map about it. I'll do one more again today, and then all the times when we do a book, we'll talk about it. And then after today, we'll start talking about how to get ready for your story writing, to write your story. All right, so the book I chose to read today is usually one I always do because it's kind of a funny one and the pictures are good, but it's called Princess Smarty Pants. And it's written and illustrated by Babette Cole. And you might have that when you come across this, and we've seen that before. If there's only one name, usually that means they've done both. So you do the same thing on your story map. The illustrator, you'd write Babette Cole, and then author, the same thing, Babette Cole. And I wrote the title, Princess Smarty Pants. So here we go. Oh, look.
Hey, it's one of those.
This is a real one. When I used to keep track, this is an old book that Mrs. Anderson's.
Wow.
So yeah, so I even have that because that's my writing. I have that in there. Let's see when this was written. Oh, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, I was like, Siri's talking to us again.
To me, my watch. So this was written in 1986.
That's an
so
older
I
book.
was in high school still when this was written. So it's an old book. So Princess Smarty Pants by Babette Cole. Check out. That's her pet.
Oh, cute.
Princess Smarty Pants did not want to get married, like all princesses. She enjoyed being a miss. Because she was very pretty and rich, all the princes wanted her to be their misses. They all wanted to marry her, but she didn't want to get married. Princess Smarty Pants wanted to live in her castle with her pets and do exactly as she pleased.
Oh my goodness, look at her pets.
Right?
I want a giant snail.
Oh. It's high time, this is her parents talking to her, it's high time you smartened yourself up, said her mother, the queen. Stop messing about with those animals and find yourself a husband. Suitors were always turning up at the castle, making a nuisance of themselves. Right, declared Princess Smarty Pants. Whoever can accomplish the task that I will set, as they say, can win my hand. Wonder what she's going to do. She asked Prince Compost to stop the slugs from eating her garden. You think he passed? No. She asked Prince Rushforth to feed her pets. He ran away. She challenged Prince Pelvis to a roller disco marathon. He's on the ground, tongue sticking out. She invited Prince Boneshaker for a cross-country ride on her motorbike. I don't think he's enjoying that so much. And she called on Prince Vertigo to rescue her from her tower. It's a glass tower. Just keeps sliding. And look, he's laughing. Her pets. And then she sent Prince Bash Thumb to chop some firewood in the royal forest. Look what's chasing her. I don't think he lasted either. She suggested to Prince Fetlock that he might like to put her pony through its paces. He knocked him off. And she told Prince Grovel to take her mother, the queen, shopping. He had to carry all of her things. She commanded Prince Swimbladder to retrieve her magic ring from the goldfish pond. It's going right into his mouth. Doesn't look excited about that. None of the princes could accomplish the task that he was set. They all left in disgrace. That's that then, said Smarty Pants, thinking she was safe. Then Prince Swashbuckle turned up. Uh-oh. He's got a cool car, though. He stopped the slugs from eating her garden. He fed the pets. He used a helicopter. He roller-discoed until dawn and rode for miles. Look at that, on our motorbike. Uh-oh, he's passing all the tests. And he rescued her from the tower. He's using suction cups. He found some firewood in the forest. And he even tamed her pony. Uh-oh. He took her mother, the queen, shopping. And he retrieved her magic ring from the goldfish pond. Prince Swashbuckle didn't think Princess Smarty Pants was too smart. So she gave him a magic kiss. And he turned into a gigantic warty toad. Prince Swashbuckle left in a big hurry.
Oh no.
And when the other princes heard what had happened to Prince Swashbuckle, none of them wanted to marry Smarty Pants. So she lived happily ever after. So he passed all the tests, but then she gave him that kiss that turned him into a toad. Oh my goodness. All right, so what was the problem? She had to get married. Did she want to get married? No. She liked her life, but so I would write to get married. And so the solution was what? What did she have all the princesses do? Do tasks. I'll write it short. That they had to solve. Where was this taking place? Do you remember where in the book where it all happened? It was at her castle. Mostly. And what were some of the characters? Who was in the story? Definitely Smarty Pants. Princess Smarty Pants. And instead of naming all the princes, because there was a lot of them, you could just write the princes. And she has her pets. They were characters in the story.
And her parents.
And the king and queen. So her parents. Lots of characters in this story compared to yesterday's. And now it's your time to think about what was your favorite part. One of the tests maybe you liked. Normally I would sit here and you guys would get to tell me, but you're not here, and that's okay. You can tell someone there. You can tell me. I'm listening, trying to. You can tell me over a thing on Bloom's. Mom can tell me, or Dad can text it. So now rating it. So if you were in class, you guys would get to put a tally mark next to what you thought about the book. If it was excellent, you'd want to read it again and again. It was okay, or you wouldn't want to read it ever again. So think about what you would do. I've read it every year. I think some of my first graders might even remember it, just because it's kind of a funny, silly book about all her pets that normal people probably wouldn't have. So keep filling that out. If you're ready to do a book and fill out your story map, go for it, share it, and I'd love to see the books that you are choosing to read. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.